Time is running out for small business owners to file necessary forms, but perhaps you're not aware what forms you need to file with the Department of Treasury or who's responsible for filling them out. We're taking our questions to a small business expert, Frank Tumminello, CEO of FileForms, for those details. So, Frank, I hope I got your last name pronounced correctly, by the way.
You nailed it. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Frank, for those, though, thinking of starting a small business, let's start there. We know there are a lot of forms the government requires on a regular basis, but what are the major ones that small business owners need to stay on top of, especially as we're starting the new year here?
Definitely. Appreciate the question. I think a lot of folks do have New Year's resolutions to start businesses or keep their business on the right track. So with respect to forms to keep in mind, well, you want to get your business off on the right foot, so forming a legal entity is very important, whether that's an LLC or a type of partnership or corporation. That's going to help you manage the liability, really professionalize your business from the get-go. Then at the state level, there's annual reports, which is an annual filing based on the name. And then also you'll want to elect a registered agent, which is a publicly available address, just in case you're going to be receiving legal notices or notices from the government. It's helpful to have an elected registered agent to collect those forms for you. Likely shouldn't be your personal address if you are a work from home employee. And then there's the new beneficial ownership information report, which is a federal filing that is required by just about every business in the United States. And there's certainly been some back and forth on when the deadline will be and the enforceability of the law. But it's certainly something businesses should be preparing for and keeping an eye on the news, or just getting out ahead of it and getting it completed.
So I know for some people that could sound just very overwhelming, and your business actually offers some help with that. I'll get to that in just a moment, let you talk about it. But does the government offer any guidance on this or resources to help small business owners navigate that process?
Yeah, you know, the government's doing the best they can to get the word out on the various compliance requirements that exist both at the state and federal level. However, I think the government does the best they can with respect to building technology and educational resources, but sometimes it's not enough. So it's really helpful for businesses like FileForms to get out ahead of it, help the government, help businesses, and effectively create more awareness so people don't get blindsided by fines that can be quite significant for especially young businesses getting started.
I got one more question I want to end with, but because we're running out of time, but tell people how they can get help from FileForms and how you help them, and what, if there's a fee involved with that, and what would it be?
Definitely. We're an online business. Our team is based here in the U.S., so by going to www.fileforms.com, whether you're a small business, a CPA, a lawyer, a real estate investor, or really anything in between, we have filing solutions for everyone. We help you save hours of time while keeping up with the administrative requirements of running a business here in the United States. And ultimately, our team is on staff providing live support, white glove customer service to make this easy. Our services typically range right around $100 to $200 per filing, so it's a very reasonable cost, because typically the fines for filings range into the several hundreds of dollars, if not several thousands of dollars. So it's a safe way to put your compliance requirements on autopilot, so that you can get back to running your business and growing your business. All
right, as we wrap up here, as you know, there's a new administration coming into the White House that's expected to be more business friendly, if you will. Do you anticipate any changes to make that bureaucratic level of the process easier for business owners?
I think the current administration will certainly do what they can in order to make running a business here in the United States easier. However, you will see probably more privatization of services such as, FileForms and what we offer, so that the government isn't on the hook for providing things that maybe they don't have expertise doing, such as building technology.
All right.
So we'd love to help in any way.
We do have to wrap there. Frank Tumminello, the CEO of FileForms, thank you for your information.
Thanks, Mike. Really appreciate it.
We'll be right back.